What if burnout was a gift wrapped in barbed wire for your organization? Let's unpack the gifts. So, as I began thinking about the gifts that this time in history really could be giving to organizations, the very first gift that came to mind was really the gift of a wake up call. I think that no longer can organizations kind of say, well, that person, they left just because they weren't really a very good fit for the organization, or say, we'll be fine, we'll just fill in the talent with somebody else, right? No longer can organizations do that. And so, really, this time in history is really waking organizations up to the fact that employee experience is really an important component of being able to thrive and succeed in this time. And so that kind of leads to the second gift that I believe that burnout and this time in history is giving to organization. And I think that gift is the gift of laser focus, right? Because I think that now more than ever, organizations need to begin looking at not only the parts of the organization where attrition is happening, or low morale is happening, engagement is suffering, productivity is suffering. Not only look at those parts of the organization and say, hey, what's going on here? But really being able to have a critical eye towards how might these things that are happening here be really signs of things that we need to pay attention to in other parts of the organization, right? And being able to not just see it as, oh, this is a problem that we need to get to the root of, or to find out who did it, but really get super curious about what's causing this, right? What is it that we need to do differently in order for this to be different? Who do we need to involve in the conversations in order for us to have a different and better outcome next time? And so that's really the second gift, that gift of laser focus on the different parts of the organizations that's having the challenge, but then looking and taking that information and saying, what then can we take from this in order to translate it to the rest of the organization? And then I think that the third gift that this time is giving to organizations is really the gift of a commitment to action, right? It is really giving organizations the ability to not just think in a bubble or to act in a bubble and say we will come up with the best solutions and not involve everyone in the organization, or as many people in the organization as possible at different levels, from different places in the organization, in the decisions about what the employee experience really begins to look like. I think that this is giving organizations the opportunity to really begin to involve different stakeholders in the conversations about employee experience. I think that many organizations really might be surprised at what they hear that employees really, really want and need in order for them to be willing to stay, or in order for them to actually thrive and succeed in organizations. And so, like I said, that the third and final gift is really the gift of organizations being able to collaborate with others and being able to understand what it is that those employees and leaders and people at different levels really need in order to stay in the organization. And so I hope that you have enjoyed the gifts that burnout is giving, regardless of how painful they have been. My hope is that you will use the gifts to shape a better tomorrow.